Hello and welcome back again to Dragon Age Origins. We are still in the Circle Tower where we just finished our first major quest. Broken Circle. The circle has been saved thanks to you. While there is much rebuilding to be done, First Enchanter Irving has promised you the circle's aid in the coming battle. So that's 1 down and 3 to go. But before we leave this place, there is still the matter of this quest. It seems that I have finally all the notes that I need, so I will try to do this before I go, since apparently I can still go back to the tower. But before I do that, let's chat with the people again.
My men have scouted the tower. It's a mess, but the abominations are gone.
That's
You
good.
are very thorough. I'm impressed.
Yep, I pretty much checked every room and killed every abomination I found. Well, someone had to do it.
And I am thankful you arrived when you did.
The circle will be back to normal in no time.
In no time? Doubtful. But it doesn't hurt to be optimistic sometimes. I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
Farewell. Cullen?
I wish I could have gone with them. To fight.
I think what you need to do is get some fresh air and a good night's rest, because you are not in a good state. Alright, let's have a look. Well, maybe you should start by cleaning up all these dead people lying around here. I mean, come on. Even more dead
Alistair,
people.
what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. Not exactly travelling in the lap of luxury here.
Hideous habits you've picked
Oh
up.
my god. Oh my god. Okay, I just...
If I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us. Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
True.
The Circle has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
Well, that's nice. Anyway, I just pretend I didn't hear that sock discussion. Okay, so where do I have to go? Great Hall Common Room. I'm still pretty sure it's the room of the statues. Hello.
I think we'll be all right now, thanks to you. The children are already a lot calmer.
I dread to think of what might have become of us if you hadn't come along.
Yep.
Oh, come, swift sword, and deliver me that I might find the Maker again.
Well, you're still not doing all that well, are you? Okay.
Oh, and you've rested enough. We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
Touching those abominations. It's wrong. Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
Come on, you don't want to dump them just in the lake. That's not good. But at least someone is trying to clean up this place. And by the magic power of video editing, we are now back in the Great Hall. It was on the 3rd floor and there wasn't anything happening going up, so I just cut that. And I had a look at the codex that belongs to this quest. And I believe these are the instructions we need to follow. So, yeah, let's try this. Whisper says Great Hall, hidden above us the whole time. So we are in the Great Hall. The vessel in hand, words from another time, drip ritual power. So this should be the one with the bowl. Yeah, did I... Oh. Okay, I think I activated it. It doesn't really do anything when you click it. That is strange. A sword raised to severe connection. Okay. I'm guessing this one. Okay. This is weird. A sword lowered to strike through and ground. Now, this is the one with the lowered sword. Okay. The threads placed before a warrior's spear raised, shielded from each side, so whispers unknown falls. Where is this? It whispered order, but not where. It's in my head. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the one in the room where we found one of the demons. So let's continue. I even think it was on a different floor. No, this one. Yeah, spear raised. Okay. Let's try this. Oh yes, something happened. A low rumble signals the lowering of ancient protection. Something is free in the lowest level of the tower. Okay, so I guess we go back down. Alright, so I'm back at the ground floor of the tower, and I've been running around here for a few minutes now, and I couldn't really find anywhere where this quest is supposed to be. However, there's still the stairs down to the basement, so let's see if we can enter there now, I guess. Whoa, what is happening? Sha weird. Okay. Okay, let's kill this thing. Okay. Quest completed. However old it was, the creature discovered in the region has been destroyed. Okay, fine. Ooh. Inventory full, of course. Well, do I need the malachite? I'll just leave it for now. Usaris the Dragon Slayer. What kind of sword is that? It's two-handed. Alright. So, I think we'll leave the tower for now. Because I really want to go back to my party camp.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
You can't be that old, come on. Alright, yeah, let's leave, I guess. And oh, yeah, head right back to the party camp.
The Blight. How will you end it?
What? Oh, this is abrupt. We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
What have you heard?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Oh, really? This is interesting. I'm not here to impress you. I mean, I'm here to fight Darkspawn and nothing else.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
He actually approves of that. Oh, okay. Right, so we're back in our party camp. And the first thing I want to do is sell some of my stuff. And I will do this off camera, and when I have done this, I will go and talk again to my guys, specifically to Win, who should be here somewhere, I guess. Yep. So, yeah, I'll bring you back when I'm done selling my stuff. Alright, I sold a bunch of stuff, and I also bought a backpack from Bodan, so my inventory has now 90 capacity, and it's, well, half full. So now let's talk to people, but first I want to check this guy, because he is new.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Alright. Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Okay. Allied supply crates. A communal box for the resources you have collected for your troops. Oh, so I can give them equipment. Well, I don't really have that many runes, and I'll probably need them for myself, but I will give them some runes later. Okay, let's talk to Win, our newest member.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Oh, there's still some life left in those old bones, I bet.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time. But there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Well, that was quick. Let's talk to her again.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
No, the ones in the tower were the first I've ever seen.
The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
But it is this knowledge that drives you to be cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination, I guess.
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Hey, I said something intelligent.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Well, that's interesting. Finally someone's asking me a question. I met Duncan and he liked me. Arl massacred my family and Duncan helped me escape.
Arl Rendon Howe? The Arl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you?
Yeah, I don't really know why he did it. Who knows? He had always been a friend of us Kuzlans.
You are... You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea, my lady.
Don't. I'm just a Grey Warden now.
Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
Those are some interesting answers, but... I just hope that I can show the strengths Duncan saw in me.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
She proves a lot. I'm already at plus 12. Okay, let's talk to her one more time.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
It means everyone needs to show me some respect. That's an awful answer. What would she say? It means I've been chosen to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
I don't quite understand.
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
I don't want power. I never wanted it.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
All right. Actually, that's another thing I wanted to do. I still have a bunch of gifts, and I got a bunch of new ones in the circle. So let's give away some of those. Again, I would guess the Chantry amulet is for Liliana because she liked the other amulet I gave her.
That's a wonderful thought.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know. I'll give the necklace again to Morrigan. She liked the necklace I gave her before.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Okay. Again, there isn't really anything for Alistair. At least nothing that I see would fit him. But the beef bone is for Fenris, so take it. Alright, this is for Morrigan. It even says so, it's for Morrigan. Yeah, I'll give her that later, because apparently this is something special. Let's talk to Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So you said this owl even raised you.
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfels. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell. What? Really, that must have been tough for them.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
And these dogs sold you to the Chantry, I take it.
Oh, there you go, listening to me again. You'd think you'd have gotten past that already. I ended up in the Chantry, sure, but I didn't start there. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
He wasn't your father, so you know who is?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Isle didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Oh dear. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Isle came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Are you sure he isn't your father?
Yes, I'm quite sure. At any rate, I don't look anything like him. You'll see for yourself. Not that it stopped the rumors any. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Alright. Well, I like that I can talk to my companions that much and learn more about them.
Something on your mind?
Oh dear. This is very blunt. I have some questions.
Of course.
If you were raised in Chantry, have you never... Oh my god. This is getting pretty awkward. Let's start with the less awkward stuff first. Can you teach others to be a Templar?
Sure, I could. I could even teach you, I suppose. Anyone who's been trained as a warrior. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
Alright. Specialization unlocked. Templar. Hey! That was easy. So I could become a Templar now. But I would rather like to see what the other specializations can do for me, because, I mean, I already have the same class and the same weapons as Alistair. I don't really need the same specialization as him, so I will leave that for now. Okay, yeah, Sten, maybe you have a bit more to say to me.
Yes.
Oh. What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
That's not a good start. Do you have to be so literal?
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
All right. Just tell me.
I did. Parshera. Was there anything else?
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
Well, that's enough
Then
for
I
now,
suggest
apparently.
we move on.
I think you should leave. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Did I already ask him that? Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
And what was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Okay. Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
What? Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Yeah, let's go.
As you wish.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Okay. Right, I had this black grimoire from Morrigan. Let's give her that. Here you go.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own.
Yeah.
You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Oh. New quest, Flemeth's grimoire. That's interesting. Companions. You found Flemeth's tome and gave it to Morrigan. She seems quite eager to start studying it, and Maker only knows what she learned from it. Okay, let's talk again.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Well, I already asked about the shape changes. Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
Yeah, I heard a lot of it, actually. I heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Yes, I've heard this part.
The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord
That's
Conabar
interesting.
approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Oh, okay, this is not the story as I read it in the codex. This is different. He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, And love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Oh.
All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen then?
That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which, she never invaded or she never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Okay. How is that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
And do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
And the legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters?
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Well, yeah, I love her. What else do you want to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay. Morrigan approves. So I think I will end the episode here for now, but I definitely want to keep on talking to my guys in the next episode. I may even make the next episode just a talky episode where I try different dialogue options with all my people, and then I'm not really sure what we do then. I definitely want to do the Isle of Redcliffe next as a main quest, but maybe I will try to do some of these side quests in between. We'll see about that. But first, I will definitely go and talk a bit more to my companions. So, see you then.